And the Emmy Award for Outstanding Animated Program goes to Kellyanne Robinson with her show Misuse of Magic, Abracadabra. Thank you so much. I'm so honored to receive this award, and I couldn't be more grateful for the people who taught me and helped me get here. I'd like to thank my mom and my sister and everyone who helped me get to this point. I remember when I realized what I wanted to do for the rest of my life. Me and my best friend were going through a rough patch. We weren't on good terms already. And that day in particular, we were fighting over what we wanted to do in our group project for our stagecraft class. Both of us really wanted to draw. She said she should be the artist in the group because she can art, which really hurt me for some reason. I knew at this point that I was serious about my art. I loved to draw and paint, and I thought I was pretty good at it, but what she had said implied the opposite. I was so angry that she said this to me that I stood up from my assigned spot and chose a new group to be in because I couldn't even be around her. I went home sad and frustrated. I drew until I calmed down. And after that, I watched cartoons, which often makes me feel better when I'm upset. Then I watched my favorite show at the time, where the main protagonist was going through exactly what I was in that stage of my life. He was a senior in high school, unsure of where his future was going and what he was going to do with the rest of his life. He loved something like I love drawing, but he was unsure if that's what he really wanted to do. It took him getting into a huge fight with his best friend as well, which made him step back and look at where he wanted to end up and what made him happy. Eventually, he found out what he wanted to do and that he did indeed want to pursue his passion. And it got me thinking, what do I love? What could I do every day and still be happy? Well, I love to draw. I do it every day anyways, and it makes me happy. Drawing is never work for me. I love cartoons. I appreciate their artistry, and it's something I could see myself doing because I love to create in that way. So now that I knew vaguely what I wanted to be, I thought, well, how do I get there? So I applied for an art school I have always dreamed of getting into. I even got accepted, but none of the scholarships I received were enough for me to attend there. So instead I attended Valencia. I remember this class that I thought was a huge waste of my time and money called New Student Experience. It wasn't, though. In that class, I learned a lot about myself, my interests, which are mainly artistic, my values, achievement, and support. I learned I'm strategic. I think ahead. I like to make plans. I'm focused. When I know what I want, I can zone in on it and I get it done. I'm restorative. I like to pick apart problems and solve them. I'm communicative. I enjoy telling stories and talking to people. I'm futuristic. I always think of what's going to happen and how to achieve my long-term goals. With everything I learned in my new student experience class, I figured out my purpose, which is to educate through entertainment. I want to teach children ways to help themselves be healthy, happy, and positive. I also got to listen to an art stream hosted by the creator of Disney Channel's Gravity Falls, Alex Hirsch, and Dana Terrence, who animated and storyboarded for the show as well. They answered some questions, and here is the advice they gave.
Do you recommend pursuing a career in animation? You just have to really love it. Like, it's really hard. Like, it's the worst art form. It's the most painful, punishing, unrewarding, miserable art form. But if you love it, then if you're like a masochist, then yes, do it. But like,
if you like having no friends, no social life, and just like drawing all day, then it's perfect for you.
If you love,
And it just means it's perfect for me.
if you love the process of animation, like if you love doing thousands of drawings and then seeing them move a little bit, if like when you do that, you feel like this high, like, oh my god, I created life, and you show other people, and it's this thrill that you can't get anywhere else, and it's all you can think about all day long, and you're drawing all the time, yes, then be an animator. If you saw the word animator somewhere on a blog and it sounded impressive to
Or
you,
if you
but you
just
hate
like
drawing,
cartoons, but you don't have...
yeah, if you're like, man, that guy makes me laugh, but I don't like doing stuff, then don't be an
The
animator.
most important thing is, do you like drawing for hours? Because that is what you will be doing.
Yeah, like, have you ever spent 5 hours without break drawing in a day?
Like
Try it.
someone,
If you hate it, don't be an animator.
a new artist once asked me, hey, I'm trying to fill up my first sketchbook, but I ran out of ideas about halfway through. If that happens, maybe not maybe consider a different career, because I'm just being honest. I'm not going to sugarcoat this. Like, you have to be drawing 8 hours a day, every day, if you can't run out of ideas.
stuff. So
Right, yeah, there are.
animator is one job within the animation pipeline. It's like the hardest and most punishing, but also the most impressive and like the most badass. Nice, you're an inspiring artist. Draw every day. Done.
With all these lessons I learned, I decided my path. I finished off at Valencia, transferring to UCF and completing their character animation course. Combined with all my studio time and classes, as well as art I completed in my free time, I built a top-notch portfolio. With it, I was able to get my first job in the business as a storyboard artist. A few years after that, I pitched my first show idea, and it was picked up by Cartoon Network. Now, here I am.